Hello everyone, and welcome back to Death and Taxes. It's time to sleep another night and start a new day. Hopefully the boss is back this time. Here we go. Ex-child actor found dead at the Path of Glory commune after police raid. Drug overdose suspected. Mass suicide at the Path of Glory. Entire commune dead by what looks like an overdose at the behest of the noted speaker and cult leader Mercury Saint Ionis. Serial killer claimed the lives of 2 priests so far. Unidentified body in a lake, accidental drowning presumed. Physicist sacrifices self in order to prevent a radiation leak. And up-and-coming Mandolin star dies after being run over by a combine harvester. Man. Lot of death. Okay, let's read the instructions first. G'day, Grim. The world is a wondrous thing. Oh, what have I seen out here? Now, do try to balance out the turmoil of yesterday. Success can be forged with but a handful of deaths, yes. 3 humans have to die. Spare any humans with lore backgrounds. An unforeseen logic guides our hand, but a logic nonetheless. Fair enough. 3 die. Spare anyone with lore backgrounds. That's a lore background. That's a lore background. So 3 have to die. You live. And you live. But let's read your things first, actually. Jonathan enjoys doing pro bono work at various penal facilities all over the country in order to reduce sentences of minor offenders. In their free time, they like to go train spotting with friends and family. What is train spotting? Mizeo has been working at prisons for so long that in their eyes nobody is innocent. People are either criminals or victims, soon to become criminals. Lately, they've started promoting the use of 24/7 panopticon surveillance cameras with enormous privacy violation implications. But a lore background nonetheless. Kepri is strict and stoic with a strong belief in hard work and that they've done enough of it to last a lifetime. They have a loving spouse and an estranged child. When the heir told of their romantic inclinations, Kepri thought about beating those thoughts out with a stick and ended up banishing the kid from home instead. Not cool, dude. So you're basically a bad dad. This guy looks like Kim Jong-un with a mustache. Holland Negan, burglar. Once during a routine burglary, Holland got attacked by a kid who was unintentionally left behind by their vacationing family. This occurrence made them appreciate the quiet days far more. Usually they leave a clean house behind, sometimes even doing the dishes. You're still a burglar. Jake, a self-prescribed chemist, loves to create new and interesting recipes in their kitchen. Jake's latest work involves mixing opioids and uppers. They also enjoy showcasing their new inventions at the local club scene. Tane Reed. Tane farms aquatic plants, mostly various species of microalgae. They've never really been all that interested in the fish crustacean side of aquaculture, preferring to keep their attention on seaweed. Seaweed has many talents and uses after all. You get to live. Everybody else dies. I was looking for one more good one. You 3, line up. Dead, dead, and dead. No time to feel bad, it's business as usual. See yous. Hope you have a better chance and a better life next time round. Oh yes, the boss is still away. The cat seems to be in a slumber, occasionally emanating a soft snore like purr. Seemingly in sleep, she swings her languid paw at the rubber toy. The toy laments their misery. Psst, kitty cat, time for review. After a pause, the cat sluggishly sniffs the unusual pile of documents. No, the usual pile of documents waiting on the table. The cat continues inspecting the documents for a few seconds, and then turns away, seemingly pleased. Hey, can I ask you some questions instead? The cat stares at you, slowly blinking. What do you think of fate? Meow meow, the cat notes melodiously. She blinks at you, perplexed. Well, what do you think of death? The cat shakes herself in a manner which seems entirely indecipherable. She blinks at you, but what do you think of the common system of taxation? I mean, taxing the impoverished, giving cuts and benefits to the already rich. The cat looks at you quizzically. The whole setup only creates a trickle-up system, were it equal to begin with. The cat is absent-mindedly poking the papers on the table with her paw. It's clearly not balanced, hence why people always end up with a version of oligarchy. I'm glad you agree, cat. The cat is starting to nod off, and technically that has nodding in it, so it signals agreement. The cat blinks at you, perplexed. This was informative. I'll be going right now. The cat curls back into a ball and continues her previously disturbed slumber. How much money did we make? 400. I don't know how much we got, but let's see if there's anything good.
Ahoy, matey! What can old Mortimer offer you today?
We only got $500 and we can't afford nothing, so we're going to sleep. Back to work. I love my job. Do your job. Excuse me. I do my job. Nope. Alright, what have we got? Aquaculturist finds a new approach to seaweed farming which proves useful in regenerating dying coral reefs. Glad I kept him alive. Local hobbyist wins photo competition with the fabulous frames of a freight train caught in a storm. Rector of something high school found dead. I guess they're a director now, a local jokester notes. That's not okay. Too soon, dude. Activists and some politicians protest against suggestions to introduce extensive surveillance grids, calling these immoral and highly unconstitutional. Maybe in the homes, but I wouldn't mind if, like, all public places had cameras. I mean, I don't do anything against the law, and it's only going to catch criminals, so I don't really care. And also, you know, they need people to monitor those beats, so that's extra jobs, you know? Burglar stumbles upon a frighteningly complex array of traps during a break-in and dies from serious head trauma. That's what you get. Lucky day! Or is it? Ah, the unjustly denigrated unlucky number 13. I fail to see the relevance of this kind of numerology. It is but a day, like all other days. Quota for the day, a total of 3 humans have to die. Humans in the fields of religion have to die. Spare any humans with an artistic background. Will do. How many die? 3. Well, you're a cultist, so that's religious. Esoteric, that's a maybe. electrician, industrial chemist. Okay. Let's see who we're killing first. Sarah is the leader of the Sun Cult. They're also the treasurer and editor of the newsletter. They're the only member of the Sun Cult thus far. Most of what they do is praising the sun, wherever possible. Oh man, my boy Solaire's gonna be sad, but you know, all them altars of the sun are filled with broken statues. After years of struggling to pay their debts by selling nostalgia-laden merchandise of a vaguely self-help nature, Orissa finally found a brand new avenue into helping people for money: dyed rocks and magical infused minerals. That's kinda religious. You're in the maybe dead pile. 3 have to die, so that would mean 4 get to live. Oh wait, and spare people with an artistic background. Film is artistic, and musician is artistic. So we'll go through you 3 first. Natsume, construction overseer and aspiring architect. That's art. We'll read about you in a minute. Industrial chemist. Verity has been working in the pharmaceutical industry for decades, trying to find a decelerator for aging. While lately it seems that the discovery might actually come from biogenetics, Verity is certain they can concoct some sort of chemical compound that gets the job done. You're trying to keep people alive longer, so sorry. But I work for the planet. I work for balance. I work for death. An avid electronics enthusiast, Serena has continued working as an electrician well into their retirement, although their grandkids keep telling them to retire, especially due to bad eyesight. Their love for the job will always win. Still a part-time scholar, part-time engineer, and part-time musician who delights in building their own musical instruments out of scrap and spare parts. Haven't I seen this before? Yeah. It's still not your time, dude. You get to live. Natsume. Construction. It's the lifeblood of any advanced civilization. High-rises strewn across the horizon. Truly a glorious sight. But we can do better. That's what Natsume thinks, at least. Lately, they've started researching more ecologically sound architectures. What some might call arcologies. You live. You live. You live. Connor is an avid fan of found footage horror, which inspired them into directing movies of their own. They recently released a series of educational films using the found footage aesthetic, titled How Not to Get Stabbed: The Fundamentals of Knife Battles. You get to live too, my dude. Which means you die. Sorry, Orissa, them's the breaks. The cat lounges on the table, brushing her ear with her paw. Without even glancing at the documents, she purrs softly, content at your accuracy and competence. I hope my gift is doing well. Squeak, the sad little gerbil squeaks. The cat rolls her eyes, which is admittedly a very bizarre thing to observe. Meow, she notes, then curls into a ball, indicating it's time for you to leave. Hell yeah! It's payday, buddy!
Avast Pursue the finest booty you've ever seen.
I want the Plague Doctor mask.
Huh. Didn't know I still had this beaked eyesore. I was at a gathering of some immensely wealthy idiots, where I saw an absolute buffoon wear this as professional attire. Just look at it! A weird long curve of a nose, And those stupid goggles. Ridiculous! Had to have it. So we plundered a whole lot of them. Lest these smelled nice, for they soiled their trousers from beer. Then the mask came in real handy.
Yes, because the ends of the masks have like herbs and stuff in them to get rid of the smell of the dead. But I really do like the sugar skull. I'll probably end up going back to it, to be honest. Chimkin! Aww. Yeah, I'm going back to the sugar skull. Just like it, man. It matches my robe. Chimkin. Alright, another day, another handful of deaths. What do we got? Abandoned mineshaft collapses. Unidentified body found within the debris. The sun seems even dimmer, if it's even visible due to the constant cloud cover. Arcology is still science fiction, a dream of the future, but we may be getting closer with every passing day. House fire caused by loose wires, investigation finds. Oh dear. Should have killed that old lady. She had poor eyesight. Okay, I'm gonna have to start being a little bit more harsh. Chemist uses experimental anti-aging drug on themselves. Grows younger until they finally cease to exist. Government to seek the ban on dangerous de-aging research. Yes. The Flop Disk, episode 59. How to Not Get Stabbed provides endless amounts of hilarity in its ineptitude. Oh, it's in its ineptness. Will superstar racer Miguel Sulk bring home another trophy for Cosmopolis City? Cosmopolis? I don't know. Good morning, Grim. I expect you in my office for your performance review after you are done today. Do not worry about that right now, though. Focus on the task at hand. The quota for today: 5 humans have to die. Anybody related to the transportation industry has to die. Choose humans at the left side of the profile bundle. To die? Okay, this is the live pile, I guess. Five humans have to die. Anyone with the transportation industry background. Melina is stuck in the middle of a taxi mafia turf war. They've had their tires slashed, their car chained to a traffic signpost, the front window painted, and the interior of the car is filled with foam. They're now considering joining an app-based rideshare service, or at least they would be, if they didn't have to die. Oh man. Radiologist unemployed. A firefighter. Man, radiologists are a good thing. Anyone related to the transportation industry has to die. Choose humans on the left side of the profile bundle. To die? I mean, that is 5 people. Alright. Kill them all. Ike is certain that speed is the most important thing about ambulance driver. Relentless speed. Immaculate handling. At work, they braid their hair into a rat tail, and they have earned the right to wear custom-made bright orange jumpsuit. You're gonna get someone killed, dude. Arla works long shifts at the local hospital, giving both MRT and CT scans. They can handle even the most difficult patients, take great care to do the job correctly, and have been chosen as Radiologist of the Month many times. Well, that sucks. You have to die. H-Bob used to be a developer at the IT company H-Arm, but then suffered a grievous wrist injury. They've taken some time off to mend themselves, currently living off the savings they set aside when still working. And now they don't have to anymore. Ronald has been working as a firefighter since their late teens, pledging to give their life to protect the people of Cosmopolis City. In remarkable physical shape, they have been organizing athletic events for communities all over the country to raise awareness for fire safety until their early death. Man, that sucked. That was a lot of people I would have kept alive, but choose from the humans at the left side of the bundle. Choose people that die. 5 are dead. Okay, so everybody else lives, I guess. Let's see who we're talking about, though. Who somehow survived. Oh, wait. Are these all actually dead? Dead, 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 dead. Okay, good. Miguel has always dreamt of becoming a beekeeper, but for some reason, perhaps due to a fear of sharp objects, has never pursued their true passion. This in turn has led them to become a very successful race car driver, an occupation they unfortunately hate. They'd rather just live quietly with the bees. And now you get to live. Whoops. Whoops. Oh dear. You want a tiny thing fused to another tiny thing using an alloy of tin and lead? You come to Jan. Soldering is a cornerstone of building and maintaining any modern technological equipment, and Jan is the best at it. And now he gets to live. Sorry I scribbled on you, dude. Haith lived in a small village for a long time. After the death of their trusty dog, they've moved to the big city to pursue the app scene. So far, they have made a ton of useless mobile apps, but perhaps app number 98 will finally be successful. Khalil believes in their power to give only the best advice to potential presidential candidates of the neutral party to boost the success of their campaign. Their self-confidence might be misplaced, as the reputations of everybody they've advised so far have crashed and burned. Well, you get to live anyway, dude. Time for the performance review. And it seems the boss is back.
I have returned. Did you miss me?
Sure, I like our little chats.
Great. I am glad you enjoy our frequent discourse. So, okay, yes. Today is your 2-week performance evaluation. But before that, we must quickly check your daily conduct. Where did I place those papers, please? Where
Papers,
are you?
please. Oh man, I need to play that
here we
soon.
go. Right. Seems to be correct, or whatever. Let us proceed to the more important evaluation. Grim. How should I put it? In essence, you are a solid and dedicated worker. You play by the book. You do what you are told. There is little to criticize in your conduct, except perhaps for the minor lack of independence.
But the rules are there for a reason. What else am I supposed to do?
Of course, great care goes into calculating the equilibrium. But is that all that matters?
No.
One might expect at least an inkling of rebellion. Does an autonomous personality hide anywhere within your skull?
Yes.
You are dependable, faithful, trusted. Is that all you are content with?
No.
Now, obviously, you are to be granted a small bonus. No one can argue you have not earned it. Keep it up. The ultimate evaluation is in 2 weeks.
Oh, damn. Oh, hell yeah.
Back from our booty, are ye?
I am.
You know why I was the scourge of the seas? 'Cause ain't nothing out there that frightens me. Once we looted an ancient tomb for gods and kings long forgotten. And you know what, matey? Found there the most particular set of ears. Wearing 'em gives ye supernatural hearing. Happened to overhear a mutineer plot that very night. So I threw 'em all right overboard. Plotting with the fishes now they are.
Okay. Kitties. But which kitty to be? I kinda like this one. Might be time to change the robe. Nah. The suit looks kind of awesome, actually. There we go. Alright, another day, another handful of dismay. Hell yeah. Local firefighter breaks neck while demonstrating impressive firefighting stunts. Damn. Another presidential candidate campaign has gone up in flames. When will neutrals stop embarrassing themselves? Superstar Miguel Salk wins yet another grand tourney trophy. Still hates racing. Racing is super dumb, they say during a post-victory interview. Grim scene in a local hospital explosion. Patient presumed to have ingested grenades prior to an MRI scan. Damn, that's messed up. Government to crack down on taxi turf war after a driver dies of a stupid prank pulled on their vehicle. Damn, that sucks too. Ambulance gets broadsided by a truck. 1 dead, 7 injured. Damn. Mysterious serial killer strikes again. Ex-developer found dead at home. Private developer revolutionize Hansogram. Finally, a filter to remove my face completely from photos. Local technician introduces new exciting soldering techniques that may change the whole world. Awesome. Micro-scale steam mechanics could unlock access to a brand new dimension and possibly destroy the world. Scientists discover a new strain of super tuberculosis. Well, that's not okay. Okay, so we're halfway through the game. Congratulations, Grim, you passed the performance review as expected, but let us not dwell on the past. I need you to focus on the future. This will be a tough day. Be attentive. Quota for the day. A total of 6 humans have to die. At least 6 humans with a scientific background have to die. At least 2 humans aged 30 or younger have to die. 6 people have to die, which means only 2 get to live. Seitaro is a grad student at Virology Lab, where their research is focused on studying tuberculosis. They edit the tuberculosis genome to see how the changes affect the bacteria. Seitaro dreams of working in a facility that has proper ventilation, unlike their current lab. You live, because that super tuberculosis that was just mentioned needs to be gone. Field researcher. Kidnapper. Only 2 get to live though, and everybody else has to die. Hayden is a geologist who is adamant in their belief that microscale steam mechanics are totally doable, They dream of creating a microscale modern steam train. You gotta die. Microscale steam mechanics could unlock access to a brand new dimension and possibly destroy the world, yeah. You're dead, son! 10 years, Ayasha has spent gazing through a powerful telescope at the stars across all the universe. Bit by bit, they've become ever more convinced that the whole world is actually some sort of simulation. Well, you're about to find out how real it can be. So that's... I need a third. Art Forger. Oh man, three humans with scientific background have to die. Well, too bad. Charlie has been helping their brother, Albert David, hide corporate money and avoid paying taxes for years, perhaps even decades. They have also been accused of insider trading and other fraudulent activities. Jerry is a creepy kidnapper. There's no way around that. Their latest plan is ambling near stadiums wearing a cute mascot outfit and swiping kids who want to take a photo. It hasn't really worked thus far because of the crowds, but when it will, they'll demand a substantial ransom. No, they won't. 2 more. Salome started imitating famous artists as a hobby. Then they discovered their partner was selling the forgeries while telling clients the artworks were real. Salome was furious at first, but due to the financial difficulties started going along with it. An original piece they're most proud of is an oil painting of a bullfinch. Stop scamming people. 1 more. We got a server and a sous chef. Mahala is a rising star in the culinary world, vicariously executing the head chef's will with an iron fist and a brass mouth. Their workers have daydreams of their tragic demise. You're prime for killing. Aurel is barely hanging on while their already high living expenses keep rising. They're certain they can do great things with their arts degree when they get around to finishing it. In their scarce free time, they do organic origami. You're not a bad dude, you get to live, and you get to die. I hope I don't get in trouble for keeping that virologist alive. I have a bad feeling about that.
Yes, you did it, Reaper. You have achieved. Your grandeur grows with every passing moment. Soon, we'll be but mere motes beside your blazing glory.
Bask in my splendor, O mirror.
It blinds, O sovereign. 40,000 corpses for the bridge of advancement. Carry forth your deed of darkness, Reaper. But stop before it's too late. Already getting a bit late as we speak. The dusk nears.
Interesting. Now to get chewed out.
Good evening, Grim. I hope you are doing well.
Not really.
I forgot to ask you yesterday. How did it feel going through almost a whole week on your own?
Basic, one day follows another.
Just so. Even we cannot stop the constant advance of time.
Indeed.
Well, let us quickly go over the usual administrative matters. The papers. I see you have marked the appropriate number of profiles. Yay.
But...
honestly, this corporate mandate is growing a bit tiresome. Oh well, what must be done? Speaking of, Yesterday marked a significant moment in your career. Are you content with your evaluation?
Yes, it was good to hear I'm such a good worker.
Perhaps one day you can be a great worker.
Will give me more people to kill.
This reminds me. Have you any questions? It has been a while since we had a personable dialogue.
How long is a day, anyway?
The complexity of time. Imagine that it is not a fixed and stable entity.
Indeed.
I am sure you did not think only 15 days have passed since your arrival. Considering the frequency and magnitude of events in your moderately sized region.
Then how does it work?
Time is an inconsistent flux. While you rest, days, weeks, months may pass, at different intervals.
Interesting.
Profiles from diverse moments appear on the same day, interlaced, within a rhizome of time and space stretching beyond mere 4 dimensions. That is why causal links are difficult to establish, and the equilibrium is of unfathomable complexity.
I see.
Anything else?
Not really. I'd rather get back to work.
Oh, one more thing. It was nice of you to gift Lady the little gerbil. I am sure she appreciates it.
No problem at all.
Although, personally, I am growing rather tired of the incessant squeaking.
Sorry.
Until tomorrow, Grim.
Can we afford to buy any crap?
Shiver me timbers! Ye sure can't get enough of the Emporium!
Oh, the face of the great old one.
By Jones' coffer, the slimy appendage is still here? I shudder at that very memory. Did not know which way was up, which way was down, where to step forward. The walls. They were everywhere. I grabbed what I could and ran as fast as me feet could go. As I emerged from the darkness, I found myself standing in the middle of a carnival. Truly a nightmare.
Okay. Well, let's have a look. Kinda loving it, not gonna lie. Perfect. Alright, well, you know what? I think I'll call that an episode there. So if you guys like what you saw, like, comment, and subscribe. Ring that notification bell to stay up to date with episodes, and until the next episode of Death and Taxes, you've been watching Dude Go Back. Thanks for watching, everyone.